Hello dear students. So in this video we will be discussing a very famous and metaphysical poem of John Donne, The Flea. Yes, this is very interesting and metaphysical poem written by very famous poet John Donne. The Flea is a metaphysical love poem. The predominant theme of this poem is sexual meeting of two lovers, which is illustrated using the conceit of a humble flea. So without wasting much time, we just quickly start this poem and we'll discuss line by line. The flea, mark but this flea, and mark in this, how little that which thou deniest me is. It sucked me first and now sucks thee, and in this flea our two blood mingled be. In this opening line of the poem, the poet tries to persuade his beloved to make love to him. He tells her that it is not sinful to unite their bodies in sexual act. Further, poet says, a sin nor shame nor loss of maidenhead, yet this enjoys before it woo and pampered well with one blood made of two, and this, alas, is more than we would do. He tried to convince her by drawing her attention to a flea. Now, poet trying to convince her beloved. In the morning, he has found a flea on the bed on which he and his beloved spend the night. He asks his beloved to observe the flea which bite both of them and suck their blood. He feels that flea commits no sin and it mixes both their bodies. It sucked me first and now sucks thee. He tells her that now in this flea, both the bloods of their bodies is mixed. He and his beloved have met physically in the flea. The simple act of biting by flea and mixing their blood cannot be called a sin according to the poet, nor can it be called the loss of her maidenhood, and therefore he says that it would be no bad thing for the two of them to do as the flea does. The poet says that flea enjoys the same pleasure which two lovers enjoy. It has mixed inside its body and the blood of two lovers. The poet feels that the small flea has done more than they two can do. It has united two lovers by mixing of their blood. In second stanza, oh stay, three leaves in one flea spear, where we almost, yea more than married are. This flea is you and I, and this our marriage bed and marriage temple is. In this stanza, the poet asks his beloved not to kill the flea. He says that they are married in the body of flea. He means to say that marriage is the meeting of two bodies, and the flea has sucked their blood. Their blood is mixed inside it, so they are more than married. Thinking on these lines, in the flea, their marriage bed and their marriage temple. The function of marriage or marriage temple is to bring husband and wife together, and the flea has done the same. Although their parents may object their sexual meeting, yet they have already met within the body of the flea. in the form of their mixed blood. The poet tells his beloved that she is habitual of killing him, not really, but figuratively, as with her eyes. But by killing the flea, she will be committing 3 murders. The first is, of course, the murder of the flea. The second and third murder will be that of the poet and the beloved herself, because their body is present in their blood is present in the body of the flea. And the argument is that she should not kill the flea, as it represents the union of their 2 bodies. In the last stanza, poet says, "Cruel and sudden hast thou sinned." In the third and the final part of this poem, poet's beloved doesn't listen to his pleas. Poet is continuously requesting to his beloved not to kill the flea, but she does not listen to the request of his partner. She kills the flea with her nail, and the poet calls her cruel and rash. He tells her that only crime of the flea was that it sucked a drop of blood from their bodies, and in other words, she has wasted her own blood by killing the flea. At this, the beloved tells him that she does not feel herself to be weaker by the loss of that drop of blood. Then poet's argument is based on this assertion of the beloved. He tells her that no harm has been done to her by wasting that drop of blood. So, her fears of losing her honor are false. She will lose only that much honor by yielding to him as the tiny flea looked in blood and energy from her. So with this, we have the end of this poem. If you people have any doubt or any questions that you may ask in comment box. Thank you for watching.